One word to describe my experience is informative.
Mindfulness.
Inspirational.
Restorative.
Enlightening.
Transdisciplinary.
Expansive.
Changemaker.
Wunderbar.
One word I would use to describe my experience here is peaceful, and that starts with this beautiful setting we have here at St. Mary's in Sewanee. So of course we're talking about the sustainability mindset and trying to step into what does it look like to have a mindset that has sustainability as an important goal or an important outcome. This environment, the kinds of time and space that we've had within our schedule, all of this has resulted in a certain amount of peace that has provided a space for reflection and mindfulness. Mindfulness just so happens to be one of the principles. So it all feels very well connected and very meaningful.
How would you describe the experience?
For me, it's about becoming a change maker. Taking the tools that we've been learning this weekend to understand what it will take to become a good change maker. Be a success.
I love it. I think people in this retreat are already change makers. I think they're more becoming aware of it, habiting it more in a more intentional way. I love that.
I think it was really enlightening because I was able to learn from other departments and other disciplines that is different from where I am. I work in international relations, international human rights, and international law, and so to meet people from other disciplines, philosophy, business, environmental studies, really sort of broadened the way I approach this particular subject. So I'm thankful to the organizers for allowing me to be here.
I think the most impactful pedagogical tool that I've learned about during this retreat would probably be the walk and talk.
Walk and talk.
The walk and talk, where we switched partners every 7 minutes and got to share about our experiences, what we think would work, and what we think we might have to shift a little bit to work in our context.
The most impactful pedagogical tool of experience was the dialogue. So we started with a structured set of rules for engagement. I think that would be really helpful for sort of creating the right environment in the classroom.
The most impactful pedagogical tool that I experienced during my time on this retreat was connecting with my tree.
Talking to trees.
Getting into a relationship with a tree.
I thought it was a great opportunity to pause and to be more intentional and reflective on the conversations that we've had.
A pedagogical tool that I will take away from this workshop is the power of silence, giving space for silence in the classroom to both let introverts maybe have a time to speak or to let students sit with their thoughts.
I really love the Three Detectives animation because it's sort of like connected to each other, but at the same time the level of the conversation deepens from the beginning and up to the end. And I had great colleagues also during that particular activity.
Well, I think this is an incredibly important workshop for higher education, particularly liberal arts colleges.
It really starts with faculty if we want students to be more sustainable.
Thinking about the important work we can do to support our students' mental health by thinking about the world's most pressing global challenges like climate change, like caring for our planet. I think that sustainability is a really important topic that our college students care about.
There are faculty prepared and staff members who want to become change makers, but I think think it's very difficult to know how to begin.
So the thing I would share with other people about being a champion is that you don't have to know a lot about sustainability. You can be acting for and towards sustainability.
It's baby steps that we all have to take, that it won't happen overnight, but we all have to be all in and engaged to make change.
Small changes and modeling the way for others that will lead up to bigger impact.
I might make a simple choice to buy more local products, and that action on its own might not do a ton, but when I just engage in conversation, those kinds of really simple conversations might then inspire further action.
I would encourage others to engage in sustainable practices by reminding them how interconnected all of our fields are.
I've learned a lot from an accountant at a college that's just down the street from Southwestern. So I now have an accountant at Trinity, and we share interests. We've already shared resources.
We are highly dependent on one another. Every action, every behavior, decision that we make, it affects several different aspects of our lives.
So when you're contributing to the environment, you're not only improving the land and nature, but you're also contributing to like better mental health, the arts, and you can really find a way into that from any of your disciplines.
Having a sustainability perspective is extremely useful in all that we do.
Sustainability becomes something that I do unconsciously. It is not something that we should just study, but it's something really that will only matter when we internalize it. It becomes part of who we are.
We're not just teaching, but we're training change makers in our classroom.
How do I create influence? And then how do I influence systems and processes, which are many times the bottlenecks of change? How can we all become interveners in these different areas?
The things we've learned this weekend, I think, have been very valuable in terms of helping us to look inward at ourselves. I love that thought about ourselves, self-reflection, and the gifts that we can share.
Embrace things that you might think are uncomfortable. A lot of the stuff that we've done here, a lot of the activities have been outside of my comfort zone, but I'm grateful that I've had the experience and that I also can understand how my students would feel having those experiences.
I want to share a haiku. Stand up now. Let your voice be heard. Wait no more. How is that?
That's so beautiful. And you're right. Wait no more.
Wait no more.